Well, Dr. Young, I would like to tell you a little bit about my journey and why I came to your retreat. I was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer with widespread, pardon me, widespread bone metastasis back in January of '08, and jumped into traditional treatments. But about halfway through those treatments, discovered your work and thought that it made a lot of sense, and I dove right into that. At the same time, I was going through traditional treatments, chemotherapy, and about halfway through the treatments, really dove in head first, and with all my willpower, and have had terrific success. With both, I guess I don't know if the chemotherapy was a part of that success, but I have all the faith in the world that the PH Miracle Plan has made a great deal of difference in my recovery from this disease, and I feel very good about the future. And my faith in God is much stronger. My faith in my relationship with my family is much stronger through all of this. It's been quite a discovery process for me, and I just feel really good about the future now, whereas 6 months ago I thought maybe I might have about a year to live. So I'm very grateful to you and to your staff and to others who have encouraged me through this, and I would like to encourage anybody else to think long and hard on how they're going to approach a serious challenge like cancer, and make good decisions, and rely on deep faith and positive attitude. So when I was diagnosed with this cancer, it was found first in my back, in my L3 and L4 vertebrae, where I had tumors growing, and my L3, L4 vertebrae were starting to collapse. And with the first MRI where that was found, of course that was devastating news. That's when we found out I had cancer. I had no idea I had cancer. I thought I had a bad disc in my back, and all of a sudden I have cancer in my back. And 3 weeks later, another MRI confirms that my right leg, the reason it has gone sciatic, is because the vertebrae are collapsing and they're about ready to shatter. And so I had to have basically emergency surgery to do a procedure to shore up those vertebrae, so that I wouldn't lose the use of my legs, and then could continue on with treating the cancer. So I had to have the surgery first, or else lose the legs of a guy who really likes to be active. I like to hike, I like to run, I like to go to the gym, but all of a sudden my life had changed completely, and all of a sudden I was about to lose half of my body. And now where I am today, with that surgery and with the treatments and with eating right and changing my lifestyle, I'm not going to call it a diet, I'm changing my lifestyle and using the PH Miracle. I can bend over and touch my toes just like I used to. My back's a little sore in the morning and a little sore when I sit too long, but I've regained most of my mobility, and I think I call that in itself a miracle. In fact, my doctor has said that only about 5% of the people who have the procedure that I had get the mobility back that I have. So that in itself is a miracle. So when I was diagnosed with cancer, and the chemotherapy protocol that was designed for me was 6 treatments once every 3 weeks, so a total of 18 weeks, carboplatin and Taxol, and had 3 PET scans that took place during that.
These are the 3 images that Steve is speaking of. If you're not familiar with PET scan technology, the blackened regions show cancer-affected regions of the body, ignoring the brain and the bladder, and occasionally the heart. If you look on March 28, 2008, the image on the left, you'll see a lot of blackened regions in the spine, a few of the organs of the body, as well as the hips. He began a chemotherapy procedure, and then 3 months later another image was taken on May 15th, 2008. Still a significant amount of blackened regions, a minor amount of reduction in those blackened areas, ignoring the heart. Now, he was then introduced to Dr. Young's protocol and Dr. Young's science and began drinking the greens, and you had another image taken on August 5th, 2008, 3 months later, and you see a significant amount of reduction in the blackened areas of the body, once again ignoring the brain and the bladder. This is modern medical science's imagery technology showing a significant reduction in cancer after a short period of time with Dr. Young's protocols.
My diet prior to starting the pH Miracle diet was one of whole grains and a lot of fruit, but no dairy and virtually no red meat, lots of vegetables, but a lot of fruit and a lot of whole grains. The pH Miracle diet was not all that tough to transition to, especially since I was terribly motivated to do so. And now looking back at it, it actually was a breeze, and it is not difficult for me to do it today. I enjoy it, and my taste buds have changed a great deal. I do not crave any of the bad foods that I thought were so good for me before. Those are pretty well history. I feel good about it. It's very easy.